She's on the 911 call telling the operator her husband stabbed himself, and now she's said to be claiming self-defense. Your thoughts, please.
Well, in South Carolina, we have a term for how we would categorize a defense of this nature, and it's just our client is wackadoodles. So, you know, honestly, I do think that it's clear that this defendant has some mental health issues. And I can't imagine that she doesn't have some history of anxiety, depression, you know, suicidal tendencies, all probably documented through mental health experts and 911 calls. I think the best thing to do, really, I wouldn't go with self-defense. I would go with accident. I think accident's a lot easier to sell. And I think to use the mental health issues and in the history of therapy and attempts to hurt herself to explain what I think is the most troubling part of the case, which is the conduct she engaged in after he stabbed. It's just bizarre. And I think that's what a jury would find the most disturbing, because that is more indicative or consistent with lack of remorse and malice. But I think, you know, having some history of mental health issues, they could explain arguably her defense mechanisms of how she handles stress and things of those lines, so she would not act rationally like someone else would. And then I think, once again, a better defense is accident. She grabbed the knife, maybe he thought she was going to hurt herself. There's a struggle, and during the struggle, he gets stabbed. You know, that explains the fingerprints, that explains how they're both, you know, touching the knife. So I think that's a better way to go. I think self-defense is just a very, very difficult sell under these circumstances.
Right, especially when you have her own words that you know they're going to throw it right in her face.